So, again, Wednesday meet with your group. Friday's the plant quiz. Monday's lecture. Tuesday's the coffee lab. Meet at Joe's Java. Wednesday is your paper final in here. Friday is your ID final. Everything's due by this day, by midnight of this day. I'm not going to be up at 11:55 to answer your questions. So if you have questions, you might want to catch me before like 4:30, let's say. This is when your group proposal has to be in for your lab, and this is when your final plant paper has to be in. Both your plant needs to be in the greenhouse, labeled, and your plant paper. Yes? This means yes. Anyone? Yes.
Our plant paper is supposed to be in the greenhouse?
No, the plant paper is supposed to be in the You can't do that.
Dumb block.
Some people put the plant paper and their plants on top of it, but you have to know it might get watered.
Right.
So put the paper on Desire to Learn, put the plant in the greenhouse with your name and the name of your plant.
Got it done right? D2L.
D2L.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Got it done right?
The plants in the greenhouse are you should have planted it the first lab, and you should have been like fostering love of your plant this whole semester. Yes. There's a rubric on Desire to Learn that talks about your plant paper. You need to answer specific questions like, what plant is it? What are issues with your plant? What issues did you have with your plant? Sort of your journey with your plant. I planted it, it germinated, it didn't germinate.
Is it like a formatted paper, or is it like paragraphs?
It can be paragraphs. I mean, I have to read it, so it needs to flow. There needs to be like some minimal flow. It can't just be random thoughts. If it flows well, that would be good. But you can talk about your own journey with your plant. I germinated it, I named it Bob, whatever. Many people have named their plant. It's okay to, yes.
Do you have like an office we can drop a physical paper off to that way if Desire to Learn or whatever?
Yeah, I can actually in the greenhouse have a physical box that's like plastic that you can drop your physical papers off if you can't get it to put on Desire to Learn. Yes, I will put it in there if you have trouble with Desire to Learn. Yes.
But I was just making a point.
Alright.
Okay, so everyone got it? And
Yes, I'm clear.
Oh, I got it now.
the ID final will be all the plants you've had so far. So that's why you're having a review quiz this week. So you have a little time to review. There'll be 20 plants this week. You'll study all of them. We'll pick out 20. Next Friday, there'll be 50. Some of those will be alternate, opposite.
Oh, not that crap again.
Yes, yes.
What sources do we need?
Don't confuse him. He has a question.
How many sources do we need in our paper?
2.
Today, just to do this. Like, no,
One for the group paper. I like him. Okay. So, yes, yes. Your group paper? Yeah, it should say, I'll make sure that I make it clear on Desire to Learn. The individual plant paper and then group lab paper. So you can drop it in a Dropbox on Desire to Learn. They're both due